In the small, quiet town of Meadowgrove, there lived a group of friends who were as close as siblings. There was Lily, the brave and adventurous one, Max, the clever and creative one, and Emma, the kind and caring one. They were inseparable, always ready to help each other through any challenge. One day, a new kid named Jamie moved to Meadowgrove. He was quiet and kept to himself, but the friends could see that he was lonely. They decided to include him in their group, hoping to make him feel welcome. Jamie was different from the other kids. He had a secret: he could talk to animals. He could understand their thoughts and feelings, and they could understand his. This ability made him unique, but also isolated him from others. One day, Jamie found a small, injured bird on the ground. He picked it up gently and talked to it, soothing its fears. The bird looked at him with grateful eyes and flew away. From that day forward, Jamie became known as the Bird Whisperer. The friends decided to go on an adventure together. They wanted to explore the old, abandoned mill at the edge of town. It was said to be haunted, but they were determined to prove it wasn't. As they walked towards the mill, they noticed a small, injured bird on the ground. Jamie picked it up and talked to it. The bird looked at him with grateful eyes and flew away. The friends were amazed by Jamie's ability. Inside the mill, they found a hidden room filled with ancient artifacts. They were fascinated by them and decided to take them home to study. Back home, they started studying the artifacts. They realized that they were not just old trinkets. They were magical. They could grant wishes, but only to those who were pure of heart. Emma, who was always kind and caring, wished for her family to be healthy. Max, who was clever and creative, wished for his inventions to come to life. Lily, who was brave and adventurous, wished for her dreams to come true. But Jamie, who was quiet and kept to himself, wished for his loneliness to end. His wish came true, but it also brought a dark force into their lives. The friends realized that they had to find a way to stop the dark force. They decided to go on another adventure, this time to find a way to banish the shadow. They traveled far and wide, searching for a way to banish the shadow. Finally, they found an ancient ritual that could do it. But the ritual required a sacrifice, a pure heart. Emma volunteered to be the sacrifice. She knew that she could not let her friends face the dark force alone. She loved them too much to let them suffer. The ritual was performed, and the shadow was banished. But Emma did not come back. She had given her life to save her friends. The friends were devastated by Emma's sacrifice. They knew that they could not let her death be in vain. They decided to honor her memory by keeping her spirit alive through their friendship. They continued to explore the world together, always ready to help each other through any challenge. They knew that no matter what happened, they would always be there for each other. One day, they received a letter from Emma's family. They had found a hidden journal that Emma had written before her sacrifice. In it, she had revealed that the dark force was not just a manifestation of Jamie's loneliness, but also a part of an ancient prophecy. The prophecy spoke of a group of friends who would come together to protect the world from a dark force that would rise again. The friends realized that they were meant to be more than just friends. They were destined to be heroes. With renewed determination, they set out on a new adventure. They traveled to ancient ruins, solved ancient puzzles, and faced ancient dangers. They discovered that the dark force was not just a shadow but a living entity that fed on fear and loneliness. The friends learned that they had to find a way to break the cycle of fear and loneliness that had been passed down through generations. They realized that the only way to do this was to show the world that true strength came from unity and love. They returned to Meadowgrove, determined to change the town for the better. They started a community project where everyone could come together to help each other. They built a library where people could share their stories and knowledge. They created a park where people could come together to play and laugh. The town began to change. People started to feel less lonely and more connected. The dark force began to weaken, unable to feed on the love and unity that filled Meadowgrove. One day, the friends received a message from Emma's family. They had found a way to bring Emma back, but it would require a great sacrifice. The friends knew that they had to do whatever it took to bring Emma back. They traveled to the ancient ruins where they had faced the dark force before. They performed a ritual that brought Emma back to life, but at a great cost. The dark force was stronger than ever, and it was determined to destroy them all. The friends stood their ground, ready to face whatever came their way. They knew that they had to protect their town and their friends at any cost. Just as the dark force was about to strike, a sudden gust of wind blew through the ruins. A figure emerged from the shadows. It was Emma. She had returned, but she was different. She was stronger, more powerful than ever before. With Emma by their side, the friends fought back against the dark force. They used their combined strength and unity to banish the dark force once and for all. In the end, the town of Meadowgrove was saved. The friends had proven that true strength came from unity and love. They had shown that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always be there for each other. And so, the friends of Meadowgrove became legends in their own right. Their story was told and retold, a testament to the power of friendship and loyalty. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready for whatever came their way. For they were not just friends, they were heroes, bound by an unbreakable bond that would last a lifetime.